When Jesus was on the cross, he didn't have Psalm 23:4 because he bore the wrath of the Father on the cross. The Father was only with him in wrath and fury. And so his soul felt anguish that transcended even the bodily sufferings he endured. To put it mildly, this was not a moment of joy, and yet the anguish resulted in a provision of joy to the Messiah. Notice the prophet says, as a result of the anguish of his soul, he will see it and be satisfied. Yes, the cross was anguish to the soul of the servant, but the result of that suffering was joy. This idea of being satisfied is not simply a feeling of, that's good enough. I'm satisfied. It clears the bar. Barely, but it gets the job done. No, this is a feeling of exceeding joy. This is a type of experience that we might liken to a man in the ancient world awaiting his bride-to-be's arrival. And day after day, he goes out and he meditates and he looks over toward the east to see if that servant of his father is coming with his bride. And one day, as he's out in the field meditating in the evening, here they come as the sun is setting, and he sees her off in the distance. And his heart starts racing. And then they have a wedding, and for the very first time as they are married, he lifts that veil and he sees his bride, Rebekah, his beloved. And his heart is filled with joy at her beauty and her splendor, and his love for her overwhelms him. This is how it is with our Lord and his cross. He went to the cross to buy a bride for himself with his own blood, except his bride was a harlot, stained with sin, covered in iniquities, unfaithful and unlovable. And so he goes to the cross, and through his sacrificial death, he cleanses his bride from every stain of sin, blots out all of her unfaithfulness, and makes her glorious and beautiful. And when he has done that for her, and he rises from the dead, and he sees her, and what his suffering has accomplished for his bride in making her beautiful, he looks at her, and his soul is overcome with joy in his bride, his blood-bought bride, made beautiful through his sacrifice. He sees us, and he is satisfied with his bride. This is what the cross provided to the Messiah. I don't know that we often think about the cross providing something to Jesus, and yet it did. It provided him joy in his bride.